Yo, what's up boys, and welcome to my first impression slash first look of a game which was just released yesterday to the American slash European scene, I guess, as an alpha game called Black Squad, or as I like to call it, African American Squad. And also, in case you were wondering what just happened right there, that was 2 collateral kills with my beautiful MSR sniper rifle. You might be wondering why even making a video on a shitty ass game, Lewis. No, it's not a sponsored video, and yes, I do think this game is pretty bad, but it popped up on the front of my Steam, and I gone ahead and looked at the screenshots and looked at the website, and it said, Rise of a Real FPS. So, you know, sounds pretty good. And also mentioned on the Steam page that it's using Unreal Engine 3, which, in case you're wondering, Unreal Engine 4 has been out for a while, so why are you using Unreal Engine 3 in this game rather than Unreal Engine 4? It's a bit weird, isn't it? Because this game was not made and released yesterday. It's not really an alpha product. It's been out in the Asian scene for a while now, and it's just been released, you know, to this scene, so that way it can become a shitty free-to-play shooter and soak up some 12-year-olds' mothers' wallets. Even though there is a few thousand people playing this game right now on Steam, and people are getting keys through the Discord, I think the official Black Squad Discord, so that way they feel like special. It's like, whoa, I got access to this new alpha game, I'm going to play it. Don't fall into it and think you're special, or that the game's going to be epic in a year's time or something. This trailer you're seeing on screen right now was released 3 years ago, and I don't know, there's definitely worse free-to-play shooters out there, but free-to-play games, in fact, more specifically free-to-play shooters, you can always tell when they're free-to-play, especially these ones which are from an Asian background. It just looks like an Asian free-to-play shooter. I know a lot of you guys probably watched Anomaly. He made a video on like the Asian Counter-Strike a few days ago, and that game kind of has the same kind of thing where, like, when you shoot people, it's like this fucking loud-ass noise, and the gunplay is very floaty and fast-paced, and it depends on if you like that stuff or not, but I just find it kind of weird that it's being tagged as an alpha when it's not really an alpha, to be honest. I'm not gonna lie, when I got that double collateral at the start, and whenever I got in, you know, a few kills in a row, I still got excited, as you will with any game, no matter how shit it is. You're gonna still get excited when you get those big frags. But ultimately, there was a lot of very jarring, weird things about the game. Things like me not being able to throw grenades for some reason at times. Just like bugs which are somehow in the game, even though it's clearly been in development for at least 5 years. You know, to get the trailer from 3 years ago, got to at least spend 2 years on it, and then 3 years between there and now, and it's still very, very buggy, and the UI just literally makes you want to kill myself. I kind of understand the need for free-to-play games in the market, but I wish free-to-play games were never a thing. Not that I don't believe people who don't have any money don't deserve to play great video games like African American Squad, but I just feel like these are the reasons why I avoid them. I mean, look at this fucking... I don't mean the UI in game, I mean the UI of like the marketplace and all that shit. Just look at it. It hurts my head to look at it. Like, to get access to a pistol, I had to open up my inbox and then take a pistol out of my inbox, and then I get like gold and all of these other currencies, like 4 different fucking currencies in a game, and then you've got inventory, and it's like, my head hurts. And also, although I turned down the sound quite a lot, it's really bad. I mean, go listen to the soundtrack here quickly. Tell me what you think. Anyway, enough bullying the little parts of the game. Let's talk about the core game, the gameplay, the game modes you can play, the classes you can play, all of that important stuff. I think a lot of people called this game a combo between, I guess, CS and Battlefield. Like, they had a baby, and it was like really, really ugly, but they kept the baby because that's what you do with babies, you don't get rid of them. I don't know what. Yeah, I don't know where we're going right there. Anyway, you know, the reason it's like CS is because you can pull out a knife and run like Sonic the Hedgehog. The reason it's like Battlefield is because there is classes. There's 3 different loadouts you can choose. You can put a sniper in there, you can put a machine gun, a shotgun, an assault rifle, a submachine gun, and with certain like classes from those loadouts, or not from those loadouts, but with those loadouts, you can put on like a suppressor, you can put on an IR sight as well. There isn't really that much customization in the game, but there is a decent amount of variation. Obviously, because the game's beta right now, they aren't going to suck your wallet dry, and you know, you're not going to see those pay-to-win aspects and see some of the more bullshit weapons. I'm sure not all the weapons are in the game right now, so it's hard to tell like if there's any like really imbalanced weapons. But since it's been already tested in the Asian scene, I'd imagine there isn't anything too imbalanced, but there probably is going to be definitely a pay-to-win aspect when the game is eventually released. But since it's a beta, like I just said, they're not going to do that. That would be very, very scummy and would ensure that the game does never have a successful launch in the European and American scene. Most of the gameplay you'll see in this video is me using a sniper rifle because it one-shots pretty much anywhere in the body, from my experience. Sometimes it 2-shots, but it just seems like a really, really good weapon. And it is, like I said, satisfying, like killing people. Like, there's no denying that. As long as you go around and kill people, it's good fun. You can see right here I get on a pretty nice kill streak, just shooting people with a sniper. It's satisfactory. There's a lot of blood that comes out of them. It's good shit. Then anyway, to go into more detail about the classes, you'll see on this game mode right here I'm playing, I forgot what name of it, but it's essentially like a 16 versus 16 game mode. It's much better than Team Deathmatch. Team Deathmatch is fucking terrible. There's only one map for this game mode right now, but you'll see at the bottom there is the points in the bottom left, and once you get those points by doing things in game, like attacking the 5 points, which you'll see at the top, there's 5 red points we need to attack, and we need to attack all 5 blue points which we need to defend. You'll then be able to spend points on, depending on what class you are, stuff at the bottom. So like a medikit by pressing C, I can use a grenade launcher by pressing V, I can use a sentry gun by pressing B, or an artillery support which will eventually unlock by pressing N. This is probably one of my favorite things in the game. It reminds me a lot of Star Wars Battlefront 2, or whatever that game's called, I forgot to be honest. It's not out right now, so it doesn't really make any sense, but it reminds me of that game. But it's just nice to have, you know, if you're skillful at the game and you're good at what you do, then you'll immediately get a reward from that. Instead of just getting the same shit everyone else gets, you can go ahead and put some more artillery support in. Or if you're a different class, then you can put down like a helicopter or a turret which shoots grenades, or you can drop an ammo satchel, a bunch of shit. I didn't play all of the classes, but as a whole there was a decent amount of variation there, so that was really, really cool. And also putting down this shit mid-game mode, or mid-game, like the medikits and the sentry guns and stuff like that, it's very scary, but as long as you're like really quick paced with it, because obviously it's a quick paced FPS, then you can pretty much just, you know, continue fucking shit up forever. Jump scouting or jump snipering is possible. As you can see right here, either I'm really bad at it, or it's just not too accurate, so wouldn't recommend it. I guess once the game is fully out of beta, there will be more than one map, and I think because it's just called, I think, the battle modes, the 16v16 game mode, which is obviously chaotic as you can see, but I think it's just called battle modes and then the actual game mode's demolition, so there should be other things to do in 16x16 or 16 versus 16 situations, which is pretty cool because, like I said, this was a lot more fun than Team Deathmatch. After playing a Team Deathmatch and just getting shot on over and over again close range and just being so desperate to snipe, being able to do that on a larger scale map was really cool. And in case you're wondering, this map is mirrored. Again, I understand why these FPS games need to shoot, but honestly, I'd say just, you know, once you're no longer 12 years old, work a few hours and go play a game which isn't free to play instead, like PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds. I love that game so much. I know I always suck its dick, but it's so good, dude. Not to say this game is terrible, but I don't know. I don't know. I'd love to hear what you guys think about the game. You know, let me know what you think about it. This sick gameplay that you're seeing right here, which I grinded for 2 hours to get this sick gameplay. You might think, well, it looks pretty good, Lewis. You shoot people and they fall over and stuff. You're right, but you're wrong. You're so wrong. The dynamics are pretty cool since, of course, we are attacking their 5 objectives. That's how we win the game, I can only assume. It does mean that certain classes can get, for example, the AT-4 rocket launcher, which you would have seen me use very briefly at the start of the video, and you can use that to very quickly destroy these things. Otherwise, really the best way to destroy them is just to run up to them with a knife and just hold left click on them, which is kind of dull, but it is going to be a lot more effective than spamming it with a pistol or spamming it with a sniper rifle. It is going to put you at risk to other people shooting you, but I guess it's a risk versus reward scenario. And I don't know if it's just my experiences with free-to-play shooters, because I try so hard at them to get this sick gameplay, but I just always end up so fucking pushed in these games that I never get a chance to defend. So I'm always on the aggressor mode, or regression mode, and I never get to experience what it's like to be at the back and, you know, playing it more cautiously and kill people that way instead. If you've been watching a decent amount of my videos recently, you'll know I made a video on Warface saying how great it was, and that was a sponsored video, and a lot of people said, "Oh, Lewis, you're just being nice about it because it's sponsored." I mean, maybe I was a bit nicer to it because of that, but I did genuinely just have a lot of fun. I wasn't playing this with a friend, which I'm sure probably would have been a decent amount more fun with my friend, but I feel like just any game, any free-to-play game, no matter how much fun it is, it always dwells in the back of my mind that it's free-to-play and that it's gonna have some pay-to-win aspects, and just that has no real future. It's not going to be a game which is going to stand out there and be a Counter-Strike, be a Battlefield, or be a PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds, if you want to talk about a game more recently, which has obviously, you know, kind of done a lot with the first-person shooter / third-person shooter scene. In case you're wondering right here, I do end up getting stuck in the corner, I guess because of my teammate, which was, that was pretty good. And also there's a Claymore right there. There's Claymores in this game, so that's a lot of fun. I love Claymores. Gotta be in every first-person shooter, of course. But the question I asked in the Warface video was, you know, can you guys think of any first-person shooter which is free and has an active scene in the year 2017? But I think the question for this one is, what's better, Warface or this? And is there really any free-to-play shooter which is even worth playing as long as you're above the age of 16, let's say? Because I've definitely not invested really into any free-to-play games, not even just first-person shooters, in a long time, really. I guess Dota 2, I do have 1,000 hours on, but other than that, I just don't really play free-to-play games. I just feel like they're kind of just a waste of time and just looking to steal your wallet, like I mentioned earlier. There's definitely some free-to-play games which, you know, are an exception to that. Like I said, Dota definitely isn't really that. To a certain extent, you know, you can get all the heroes for free, like you get all the content for free, but I know you definitely can't say that for most first-person shooters. Most first-person shooters, you can have like fucking 7-day trials of weapons, which I know is also in this. My pistol, which I can only use for 7 days, at which point I've got to use some kind of currency, whether it's in-game or real currency, who really knows, but I know that's going to be a thing in this game, and it's just really cancerous. I don't know, it's not something I ever want in a game. I'd rather pay $30, get all the content, instead of having to constantly be hassled. Oh yeah, you need to go grind some more in-game currency, or you need to go top up your account with some more money so then you can keep these cool weapons. It's not very good, really. But it's how we make money, and I'm sure I can make a lot of money with it. So I think in conclusion, if you guys see Black Squad on Steam and you think, oh, like I said, the same thing that I thought, oh, it's like Squad, but black. I like black things. I like Squad, so I want to play this game. Don't play it. Don't try to get an alpha key for it. Or I guess if you're into free-to-play games and you like 12, then maybe you could play it. There'll be a link in the description if you guys are 12, by the way. Haha. The main reason I liked Warface is because you could slide everywhere and use the movement to your advantage in a first-person shooter, which isn't often done. But in this game, there's not really anything special about the shooting at all. So yeah, wouldn't recommend it. 5 out of 10, I guess. Bit disappointed, but I wasn't really expecting too much going into a free-to-play first-person shooter. Other than Dirty Bomb, which everyone tells me I should go play, which I'm not going to play, it's just not my kind of game, I don't really think there's any real free-to-play first-person shooter. If free-to-play could die, and that genre would never exist ever again, I'd like that to happen. That'd be great. Free-to-play games don't really advantage me too much. But anyway, thanks for watching. I said by the end of this game, easy game. Turns out we lost that game, but it was easy for me because I was top fragging, so it's okay. Thanks for watching. Like I said, don't forget to comment, subscribe, and all good stuff. If you really see some more Black Squad, then if you Google Black Squad, you'll see some more gameplay of it, because I'm not going to upload another video on this game, okay? I'll see you guys next time. Bye!